Drew, who do you think are the dark horse contenders for the East and the West? I initially said 6 seed or higher. If you want to kind of change the parameters, you're more than welcome to. I got some interesting ones in here. Start out with the East or the West. I don't really care. The East is a little bit easier to get into because everyone fucking sucks. So I think that makes it a lot more interesting. But start where you want to start and let's have a discussion on it. See if we match up anywhere.
Let's go with let's go with the East.
All right, go ahead. Dark horses.
How dark though? Give me your first one. I want to see how dark we're going here. Because
I'm
because
going.
I'm kind of go ahead.
No. Are you going? Okay, I'm not going safe. Especially with the East, I'm not going safe. With the West, I'm going a little safe because I
Okay.
feel like it's like, all right, okay.
Okay.
With the East, I'm going a little crazy because I feel like it's wide open right now, man. As the time of this recording, you guys, we have the fourth seed Knicks. Congratulations, you guys. You still have a losing record, you fucking losers. And everyone else has a losing record. You got Boston, you got Cleveland undefeated. You have the Magic, and that's it for winning records over there. So for me, currently sitting at the number 10 seed, the Detroit Pistons, I have as
Oh
potential,
my God.
and he
Get the
hates it.
fuck out of here.
He hates it because
God,
because
you
I
love
love Cade.
Cade way
I
too
love
much,
Cade, man.
bro.
I do. I'm a fan of this team. They've been competitive. That's why I think it's interesting. As you go look at their games. Go look at their games. They've been pretty competitive with a lot of their scores. I think that they're a team that, maybe not the 6 seed. I mean, it's wide open. It's the Bulls are 5-7 right now, sitting over there. Pistons are 5-8. If this East is going to be this piss poor throughout the season, and they're going to be not great, they could definitely take a spot again. Maybe not that 6 seed, but I think they could definitely kind of shoe in there at the play in. You got guys at the bottom like the Raptors, 76ers, Wizards, Bucks, those teams right there, Hornets. Like, is anyone moving up from there? I don't know. So I went with Detroit at first.
I did think it was kind of interesting that old Giannis had to come out and damn near drop a 60 burger on him, and they still almost won the game. So that's
Exactly.
59, 59 obviously for
Yep.
Giannis, not 60. But
A grown man would have dropped 60. A child drops 59.
bro, but Detroit, I just don't even.
That's fine, bro. See, look, look how close the standings are. We're looking at it. You guys
I'm
pull it up on your phones. I
I'm
know you
looking
can do it.
no, I'm looking at their stats right now, and I'm just trying to find a way. I think it's funny because I think that you're gonna hate mine as much as I hate yours.
All
But
right.
I'm a big believer of this man as a head coach, and I think that there is a good opportunity for my man to get this team back to the playoffs this year, and that's gonna be the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, actually, hey,
So,
I gotta
suck it.
say, it looks pretty good for the Brooklyn trader now with how fucking bad Mikal Bridges has been playing. You can say what you want with the offensive, stuff with them and the shot. Dude, he just doesn't look good on defense right now. So I just want to kind of throw that one out there. So if you're getting that haul of picks and you're getting rid of him, and he kind of looks good on you right now. Hey, you got Cam Thomas. Hey, long shot to lead the league in points per game. I didn't say he's going to be efficient. I didn't say he's going to have any assists. Hey, that's a long shot though, right? I like Cam Thomas. It's a good score from all three levels. Not an efficient one, but he's a good one, and so he's super entertaining to watch. I like guys like that.
Don't forget about my boy Ben Simmons down there, brother. Don't
Oh, the
don't
guy who
forget
just
about
got
Ben
bent.
Simmons.
Yeah, he just got benched. That's right.
Ben Simmons redemption tour.
Hey, we've been hearing that for a long time. Oh, you bought into you watched him on ESPN play around at a gym. It was one of those workout videos, and you were like, "You know what? I might believe in this again."
I honestly think if you look at the stats, the answer is probably, I mean, we have to assume that at some point, um, Milwaukee's gonna figure it out, right? I know they're 4-8.
Right.
Giannis just had to go for 59 for them to win a game. And, you know, I mean, Philly's gotta figure it out too, right? Like, Embiid's not gonna look like a 400-pound out of shape freaking, you know, guy
I
that
have
just got off
more.
the buffet line for the rest of the season, I wouldn't imagine.
So, obviously, the concern right now with the 76ers is the injury stuff. I mean, hey, That's a good coach out there. That's a coach. I have faith in the team. If we're talking about faith in the coach, if they can get healthy and get right, yeah, I definitely think they can go ahead and get back into the playoffs. Man, Milwaukee's hard to believe in right now. We've talked about how bad they've been so far in the past, in this last 2 weeks. Go ahead and peep that video on YouTube, you guys. But I'm having a hard time believing in just the coaching, man. I is Doc Rivers going to pull this team out? Like, what's the again? Giannis had to drop 59 against Detroit to beat them. I'm not so sure what we're. I have a lot of concerns, and again, all of it has to do with coaching. So
I think that
who's just
honestly, I think the East might just be dog shit this year. Like
yeah,
Miami's flirting around, but Jimmy Butler might get traded. Atlanta is whatever. Okay, whatever Trey Young does, but whatever.
yep,
The Pacers look terrible. The Knicks, I still believe in the Knicks. I think they'll figure it out.
yeah,
You
I'm there
know,
with you.
they might be moving Carl Anthony Towns to try to get Giannis. That would be crazy. But realistically, the top 3 there, which is weird to think of Cleveland. I don't think we had that projected coming into the season, but
Yeah,
they've done a great job out there despite not adding much to their roster except for a head coach. You know, getting Garland a little more involved has been really good for them also. So
Evan
I don't know.
Mobley
I
balling,
think
bro.
yeah, I think this might be the East of 2002 where, the Kings and the Lakers played in the Western Conference Finals, and everybody knew that was the NBA Finals outside of the Celtics. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I think the Celtics are still the favorite to win it, but they might not have much to go through again this year.
Yeah. No, I'm there with you. So who was your second one? Did you mention it? You said Brooklyn.
No, like I said, Milwaukee, the 76ers, like, Philadelphia's not doing, I'm sorry, Toronto's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Washington's not doing anything. I'd like to see Charlotte make it.
That was my
I
other
think
one,
that
which just because I think it's cool because LaMelo's dope. If he's
I like to
healthy.
get LaMelo on yeah, I'd like to get LaMelo on the stage for people to realize how good he is.
Yeah.
I think it's been good that his dad has essentially disappeared. I think that's been great for him because I think everybody
Yep.
just wanted to hate those kids because of their dad, and now he's kinda backed off and everything.
Look
And
at the love that Lonzo
LaMelo
gets too, just because of
Yeah, I
that.
mean, Lonzo's super limited as a player into what he brings to the table, but LaMelo
Absolutely.
is truly like,
Legit
he's
superstar quality.
yeah, pretty much in every single phase of the game,
Absolutely.
and just 6'7", like it would be good to get him to the playoffs. That way more people could see him.
Yep. Let's go ahead and move on to
He's
the West.
averaging 30,
Yep. Exactly.
29.9.
Exactly.
29.9.
That's
That's
what I'm saying,
wild,
dude.
bro.
So I'm saying those were my 2
And,
picks.
and he's chopping in 5 rebounds a night.
Yep.
Somebody should trade for him. Get him off that team.
What about everyone leaves Charlotte, right? No one stays. It's all good.
They're 29th in field goal percentage this year. That is just abysmal.
Yeah, some of the advanced stats
Abysmal.
don't look very good when looking at them. Looking over on
Yeah,
the
but
Western Conference.
let's get LaMelo to the playoffs. Let's get
Yeah,
LaMelo to the
absolutely.
playoffs.
Looking at the Western Conference side, Drew, where are your dark horse contenders for this one? I truly was thinking like, yo, like let's go 6 seed and above. Who do I see really reaching for that number 6 seed? Currently, it's the Lakers sitting there at the 6, Rockets are at the 5, Nuggets are at the 4, Suns are at the 3, Warriors at the 2, and OKC is at that number 1 seed once again. Drew, who do you see reaching for that 6 seed or maybe even higher? I can do it with you if you want. Light the
We'll
beam.
just skip it. We'll just
I'm with
skip
you.
it.
I'm
We'll
with
just
you.
skip
No,
it.
I'm here. Like
We'll
I'm
just
with you. I put it there. I
We
it
going
it
to
was
the ship, bro. We going to the ship. So yes, of course we're making it to the 6th seed. We're going to the championship. And
Yep.
we, you know,
I'm
what if
there
my
with you.
teams just perpetually lose to the best teams in the league? Like, well, we went to the Super Bowl, we lost to the Chiefs. We went to the finals, we lost to the Celtics. Nah.
No, I'm with you.
I
I
mean,
wrote the Kings down, as getting the 6 seed or higher. I could see you guys sitting depending on kind of how the season ends up going, you might end up even somewhere in that 5 seed.
Yeah, bro, I like the team. I like Houston. I'm not sure if this is for real. It's a long
Right.
season. I hope it is because I think it's a cool story. Phoenix
Absolutely.
already is in the injury phase. Brandon Bradley Bill is missing games. Kevin Durant's missing games. So I don't suspect that they'll continue to. Although I will tell you, they're 9-3.
Yep.
So two of those losses came against the Kings, and they're just kicking everybody's asses besides the Kings. So that's maybe we're their version of the Pelicans this year. But, not even in the plan right now, you have Dallas and Minnesota. You would expect them to figure it out. And, San Antonio gonna compete for the, you know, you got the corpse of Chris Paul and the corpse of Harrison Barnes, and then you got Wimby, and that's kind of fun to watch. So the West is definitely interesting this year.
Yeah, the teams that are gonna be grabbing for that 9-10 spot, again, like you said, so Clippers are at the 9, Spurs are at the 10. Yeah, Minnesota gonna figure it out, Dallas probably gonna figure it out, but then who really drops out? It's hard to really pick one team over another. You're expecting even I think if the Spurs just missed the playoffs, that's a win for them with how bad they were last year. You move into them. We've seen some pretty good flashes from other guys, young guys, not just Wemby, but Stephon Castle has gotten the trust of Pop, and he's been playing pretty frequently and getting a lot more minutes. So seeing him out there has been pretty cool because he's been pretty highly touted in this last draft, and I really liked him too. I thought I had him as my number one point guard coming out. So yeah, so it's gonna be hard to kind of replace some of these guys. I hope the Clippers don't make it because fuck all that. That's fucking stupid. But Minnesota and in the playoffs is good for everyone. John Morant in the playoffs at the 7th seed. That's my next team. I see them bumping up. Um, I think everyone just kind of forgot with all the stuff that happened with Jaw back to back and how good this team can be because Jaw's just kind of that dude, and he's proven it. And obviously Desmond Bain too. He has really stepped it up from the last year, being able to go solo, having career numbers across the board. He hasn't played since the beginning, unfortunately. Once he can come back, I'm sure that they're going to ball out together because that's what they've done in the past. And again, he stepped up. But so that's my other pick is Ja and the Grizzlies to move up. So that 7 and 8 seed, I see them either one of those guys bumping up to the 6 and maybe even the 5, depending on how the season goes for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you on Memphis. It's crazy because we thought they were there a couple years ago, and then there was some issues and some injuries and everything, but
Yeah.
Ja's back to what Ja does, and, he's so fun to watch. He's like the opposite of Luca, just in what
Yeah,
they bring to their teams, and, just one of them has off the court issues with Instagram Lives and the other doesn't, so
that's true.